Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we're going to be doing the Gengetsu raid, S rank, skill only. Now this is a raid that was actually kind of special to me in a way just because it was like the first impact raid that I really, well, not the first, but one of the first that I actually kind of attempted and took seriously once I started to, understand the game. The first raid I think that I did that was an impact was the Wisdom Madara one, which was not easy at all for me. Not a really good way to get into impacts because he was super strong, it's Madara, but nowadays I can stomp that raid pretty easily, which I might make a video on in the future. But this raid was like a really close second to me, and so it's gonna be interesting to go back and do it. And back in the day, it actually was somewhat of a struggle for me. It actually went something kind of like this. But now I have higher hopes that I'm going to do a lot better. I actually completed it on skill only the other day, but I didn't think to record it. So I know I can do it with the team that I have. I'll show you guys the team that I actually used anyway. This raid really isn't hard, it's just that he dodges a lot and all that stuff. The team that I used the other day looked a little something actually exactly like this. I took a friend Madara that was maxed out with my Madara. I took the Kabuto, I took the Yugito, I took Jubito. Hey, that all rhymes. I took Kakashi just because of all the heart damage that he can soak up. But you know what I think I'm going to do for the video, just to make it more interesting? For those of you who have watched the segment in Shippuden, where Gengetsu was actually revived through the Edo Tensei, he ended up going against, I think, the 4th division. Don't get me right on that, but I do know he went against Gaara and Onoki. So what I think I'm going to do to make it more interesting, funny enough, in this game we actually have a skill Gaara and a skill Onoki. So that's actually pretty dope for this video. We're going to go ahead and throw them on just for the fun of it, so it kind of, goes with the events that happen in Shippuden, just for the fun of it. I have to find them first. So I know that the Gaara might not be the exact same one, but we only have like one Onoki, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to just get rid of Kabuto. I didn't really use him that much in the raid anyway. The Jubito will be like the only kind of nuking that I have. I know you can do this raid really easily if you have the Shisui, but I do not have Shisui. I wasn't lucky and fortunate enough to get him. So for the means right now, I'm just going to go ahead and rock Onoki and Gaara down there with the 2 Madaras and a Jubito. Should be pretty simple enough nonetheless. So let's go ahead and hop into this. I didn't even really think about it, but that Gaara and the Onoki is kind of perfect that they're both skill units. It's like they were made almost for this raid. I don't think that's what's quite true, but my favorite Gaara that I have is going to be the body one, just because he is kind of a high damage dealer that he can do against heart units. But alright, we're going to move on into this. I'm just gonna attack them. I mean, with the vast range, I can do a lot of damage pretty much to all of them. So very simple. This raid used to plague me back in the day though, like it really did. Just simply for the fact that, I mean, his dodges and how many of him there are on the last map definitely did not come in handy. I mean, really until we got this Madara, skill has been kind of slacking on healing. I mean, yeah, you had high damage dealing, but back in the day I didn't have any of that. So I was running like, the best unit I had for this raid back then, and I mentioned this in another video, was my 2 sons Naruto. That was like my first legit 5-star, and by that I mean like one that was like legitly good from a blazing festival and all that. That was the Naruto that pretty much got me into really liking this game, just because I liked how the artwork looked on him, but also he was just a dope unit. And I mean, he is kind of perfect for this. I could have brought him along just because he does have that heart damage reduction, but Kakashi already has more than that anyway, the Anbu Kakashi, which is an extremely good unit. And then also the KCM2 Minato, I have him maxed out. I could have brought him as well, but we don't have that many spots on the team right now currently. Okay, so let me slow down the pace now that we're at the second map, because this Raikage and Gengetsu will mess me up. We're just gonna go ahead and do a Skyline Meteor on them though, it don't really matter. So there is that. I am going to try to keep at least one of them alive though. That way I can actually stall up my chakra back, or I can get chakra recess like that, but you know, is what it is. So the Jubito actually does really help though in this situation, because he can nuke him still, which is pretty good. Like look at that, man. It's just, it's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and use Onoki's. Although he didn't fight the third Raikage, it was Naruto. Well, actually, I don't even quite remember. He might have had a help in it, but I know Naruto just like soloed him with a shadow clone. He did not give a crap at all. That, man, there were just so many good moments in Shippuden I like, man. I'll probably touch on that later, like my favorite moments and stuff, in a different video in the future. If you guys are interested in that, actually let me know. But alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just stall up now, which is pretty good. I mean, man, this Kakashi just soaks up damage. Imagine if I had like another unit with either heart damage reduction or just damage reduction like the Kabuto in general back there. I mean, man, look at this, man. he just reduces 30% of it, and then he has a buddy skill which reduces 25%. So technically I could swap him out with the Jubito if I wanted to, and you know, he would just tank it still. That's just crazy. I think skills come a long way. It's definitely my favorite, well, it used to be my favorite element, just due because of the two characters that are in it. Like I said, the KCM1 Naruto, the two sons, is like a very special unit to me, just because it was like my first real 6-star, 5-star that I could take into battle and kind of do pretty well with. But it also has one of my favorite characters in the entire game, which is actually the KCM2 confronting Karma Minato. That's my favorite unit in the whole game, just because, like I've stated, I'm a really big Minato fan too, and KCM Minato just looks, he always looks so badass, even in the Shippuden, man, like it's just crazy. So that's definitely one of my favorite units, which is why the skill kind of has a special place for me. But I would have to be dumb to say that bravery isn't my favorite element, just due to how powerful bravery's become. I mean, you got Sage of 6 past Naruto, you got Sage of 6 past Madara, man. Now you have a Kaguya too. Like, just for units alone, it's just a crazy element. Alright, so what we're gonna do with this, I'm gonna split them up a little bit. That way I can get them away from dodging, because my units can take the hits anyway, so we're just gonna do this. Hopefully he moves on up. Alright, that's perfect. Then we're gonna move down here to split these two up. Pretty much we want to just keep him by himself. That's really all you can do. I mean, as you can see, the Madaras do like next to no damage, at least compared to like the Kaguya ring. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna move these ones over to here though, so they go after me, and hopefully he stays up there. Yep, that's exactly what I want you to do, and I can dodge this too. The Madara is really good with the dodge, which is another thing that comes in really handy. I do want to get him a little farther away from me though, if I can, so we'll hopefully do that. Alright, so I'll keep the Madara out for the healing, but I'm definitely going to just bring him closer so he'll go after him instead of the Kakashi, because I want to keep him as far away from his clones as I can. All while at the same time, you know, whittling their health down slowly at a time, but they're all dodging. See, this is why I want to keep them away. But the Madara can go against dodging, so ultimately if I wanted to, I could just keep hitting him with Madara's ultimate. I am going to take these hits though, so I do want to hurry up and finish them off if I can. That would be pretty good to do, because as you can see, they are kind of walloping me a little bit there, which I don't appreciate, man. Alright, so we're going to keep them moving down lower and lower. Get him away from the main Gengetsu, that's what I want. Hopefully Madara, now he's not dodging now, boy. Alright, so we're going to keep him up here with the rest of them. This Madara really makes it super easy though, man, with the healing and then just the damage that he's doing overall. Alright, so don't get me wrong, I forget about this Gaara. No, he does attack all enemies. Okay, so we're gonna hope for the immobilization, to be honest. But I'm also gonna move them away so they're not attacking 2 units at one time, they're just attacking 1. The only problem is that they keep dodging, which I don't like. One more Skyline Meteor though, and they should be done for. But just in case, you know what I think I'm gonna do? How should I play this now? I mean, once I bring back out the Once I bring back out the Madara, I'll have the healing, so it'll be all good. Which one does this do? No. Alright, I'll keep them out like this. That'll be fine. It's all good. It's just it was a lot easier before because without the Gaara and the Onoki on the team, because I'm just doing that for fun, I did have the damage reduction that the Kabuto brought, so you know, there was that. But you know, this is still all good. It's still manageable. Look at that Madara just dodging, bro. He don't care. Oh, he still didn't dodge that though. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna stall up. Actually, yeah, I need to stall up for that Madara ultimate. I mean, I could just nuke him with the Jubito, but it still wouldn't do enough damage to finish him, man. I'm just gonna hope and pray for the dodging as well, man. Well, back when I did this raid the other day, man, that Madara had that dodging just right back at it, man. He didn't care at all. That's another good reason it's cool to bring the KCM2 Minato, just because he's got dodges on deck as well. But you know, it's all good. Alright, so this should be the turn right here that changes it into my favor. And we'll see what happens. He's not dodging for the video, of course, because you know, why would he? That's always how the luck goes. But it's all good. You know, I will give Blazing credit. They do make the backgrounds look pretty good. Like, this background actually kind of almost mirrors the landscape that they fought on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and nuke him now with the Madara. Well, not really nuke him, but we're gonna go ahead and hit him with this. And then we'll see how much Jubito is gonna do to the man. He gonna have him quaking in his boots. Alright, so let's move him up here and just nuke him real quick with this. Hey, look at that, boy. Super easy peasy cake. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead with the Onoki. Hit him with that particle style, boy. To finish it off. Oh, I should have used Gaara. Man. Alright, that takes care of that. So that's skill only Gengetsu. And it's pretty simple, you see. I mean, I was messing around a little bit by bringing in Gaara and Onoki, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what team that you guys used to get this raid done, and if you need any help with it the next time it comes around, just let me know. I'll definitely bring my Madara, and that should be pretty fun. But thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.